Hello there. How you doing? This is Super Mario Bros. 8-bit style on Channel 84 Winnipeg. This video is the first in a series I like to call the Channel 84 Reruns. This is an opportunity for me to replay old Let's Plays and do them better justice. Naturally, I wasn't ashamed of Super Mario Bros. The first time around, but I figured if you're going to experience this game, you gotta do it 8-bit style, which is why we're here today. My original Let's Play was done in August of 2015 on the All-Stars version, aka 16-bit. But this is the version I grew up with, so yeah, might as well have some fun. Nice, got the 5,000 points, and I made it through with a star. Of course, items usually don't carry over. Well, the fire flower does, but not stars. And we're going deep underground already. And in under a minute, too. Have fun, plumber boy. So, in this Let's Play, I'm going to do it just like I did the last time. No warps, all worlds, and if I can, considering this is on the Switch version, I'm going to try and take on the Minus World. I've never done it before, and I'd like to try it for myself. But then again, is it really anything spectacular? I can't say for sure, but we'll see. Nice try. Alright, in we go. Not even in another minute, and that's another one taken care of. Well, it is now that I've touched the flagpole. And sure, I might rack up a high score, but then again, points don't really matter. At least I don't find. Okay. This is where you start to learn how to properly handle your precision movements. Not bad if I do say so myself. And just like that, already at the castle. Count your blessings if you have the fire flower going in, because when you beat Bowser with the fire flower, you get a lot of points. So we've got lava, fire ropes, or sticks, or whatever the hell you want to call them. But you gotta be careful at certain points. It's not like you can just go in guns blazing. You gotta slow down, maybe even stop and think about what you're going to do. And yeah, there's a bunch of coin blocks in there, but the most important thing, getting the job done. And Bowser, it's a little late to say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. You play with fire, you're gonna get burned. And now, on to World 2. Growing up, I actually thought this change of scenery was always nice. The fences, the trees, all that fun stuff. Kind of reminded me of, well, to an extent, being on the farm, or maybe even heading towards the old... Run! That does not make me happy. You know, normally I take pride in being a good player of this game, but obviously, I'm prone to having my moments of stupidity and bad luck. Oh, good. Take that. Just about at the end of this one. Going up and bringing it down. 5 levels in under 5 minutes. I'll take that as a good sign. Take a deep breath, Mario. You're going for a swim. It would be really nice to have a fire flower here, but then again, the enemy placement isn't so bad, so I could probably just avoid them altogether. And of course, the bloopers don't really make much of a threat. It's the Cheep Cheeps I'm worried about. Easy does it. You see what I mean? Not again. That's one thing in this game, aside from Minus World, that I haven't been able to do. Finish the game without taking a hit. I can beat it without dying, but not taking a hit, that requires some real skill. A skill which I have yet to earn. But then again, with what I've accomplished, I'll count my blessings. Okay, now we're getting close to the 5-minute mark. Let's go, Mario. Run as fast as you can. This level's not super terrible, but for some reason, I always have a worse time on here. These fish jump up in the worst possible spots, and can always find a way to catch you off guard. That was too close. Oh. I'll tell you one thing, Cheep Cheep. If you cost me my mushroom, you are gonna hear about it. Big time. I mean, I was never any good at jumping over those stairs. But at least we're at the castle. And it's a good thing there's an item box right at the beginning because I want to try and knock off as many Bowsers with the fire flowers as I can. And of course this is where the Potaboos come into play. Of course it's not like I can destroy them because they're fire enemies, aka invincible. You know, in some ways I actually find the number 2 castle to be easier than the first one. But that's just me. Crispy Critter. And that's another one of the books. 2 down, 6 to go. Alright, bring on World 3. Given the shading of the trees, it's quite obvious that this is supposed to be a winter-themed level. Just hop on over here, take out as many enemies as I can, and we're riding high. Oh goody, I want that. Thank you. Pull these bozos over. And you. Everybody's going down. And here is the spot of a very well-known one-up trick. I have never been able to pull it off myself, but the trick is to bounce off the Koopa shell repeatedly, keep on increasing the points until you're able to get one-ups. My mother used to be able to do it all the time, but unfortunately, I just never had the skill to pull it off myself. On the other hand, in other Mario games, I've been able to do it other ways. So yeah, I take comfort in that. Excellent. Good chunk of point! Ugh. J-Rock, wake your ass up. Stop taking hits. That would have really bugged me if I actually lost my mushroom off of that. Alright. Now let's go get an extra life. Thank you. And since I'm a greedy little bastard, 4 points. Okay, usually there's 2 more Goombas behind that last one. The game's kind of erratic that way. Even with the piranha plants, sometimes they'll pop out of pipes, other times they won't. I never understood why. But then again, what is understood doesn't need to be discussed. And the one thing you need to understand, this game's great. And I'm having a blast. But this level's not too bad. It introduces these balance things. Okay. And is it just me, or is this level really, really short? Yeah, really short. I swear, one of these days, I will hurdle that flagpole and just keep on running into the horizon. I'm sure it can be done, even without codes. This castle can be a bit challenging for first-timers, but then again, like the first 2, not bad. Alright. Jump over the fireballs, watch out for Bowser's projectiles. And it's cooking time again. Nice try. And we're just making this look like chump change. And we're getting pretty close to the end of the video too, because as there are only 8 worlds, I'm going to split it clean in half. And look who's come to play. Mr. Lakitu and his army of Spinies. It always amazes me how I'm able to hurdle those damn piranha plants. Considering how high they pop up, you would think that they bite your balls. But then again, whatever. I take a hit, I just shrink. Plain and simple. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I honestly thought I have a few more points than what I've already got. Then again, like I've said before, points don't matter. And it's not like I'm really trying to go for the high score. Maybe if I was playing versus Super Mario Bros., the arcade version. Actually, I just picked that up for my Switch not too long ago. A new Let's Play? Probably. But not after this one because, like I've said before, I try not to do back-to-backs in a particular series or franchise. Okay, stupid platform pushed me around. Just about done. Now we're done. And now we're going to be moving on to another notable level from my childhood, but for all the wrong reasons. I think I may have told the story back in my original Let's Play, but I'll tell it again just in case. Good old 4-3. You see, these things are actually giant mushrooms, but when I was growing up, I always thought they were pizzas. I know, sounds silly, but I was a kid. I didn't know any better. But then again, what kid really did? Now just jump from balance to balance. This part always gave me so much trouble, too. It was for that one reason why I never really wanted to play in World 4. Now we'll get a running start, try and go for the top of the flagpole, but only a measly 2,000. I always have trouble going for the big 5,000, but whatever. We're at the halfway point, castle number 4. A rather lackluster maze. Simply go up, keep running, and then go down. But in this one, don't go too fast, or you might lose your power-up. And now, it's fight time. And that's all she wrote. Thanks for watching. In the next one, we tackle the rest of the game. Until then, this is JP of Channel 84, signing off. See you next time.